Hi, my name is Andrew and welcome to my shop. Today we are going to be talking about the GO856 helical head 8-inch jointer from Grizzly. Now this jointer I bought probably 6 months ago and have been using it ever since. Have really been impressed with the results so far, and I just wanted to tell a bit about it because there weren't many videos talking about this jointer on YouTube. So this jointer, when I got it, it came in a big pallet. It takes up the whole back end of a normal size pickup, short bed, or a regular 6.5 foot bed. And you're supposed to have 2 people to help you lift the head up and put it on the base. The head part, this part comes separately, so basically you have to just get the base out, set that on the ground, and then place the head on. Now, I definitely wouldn't want to try and lift this head alone. I actually put the base down underneath my tailgate, and then I slowly kind of pulled the head over and kind of set it one side at a time onto the base, and I did it myself. So it is possible to be done. If you have a couple of people there that are willing to help, it's definitely a better idea to have them help you with it. As far as accuracy goes, I have a very good straight edge, which I think is a necessity when you have big tools like this, and a set of just inexpensive feeler gauges. And those 2 things are really necessary because when you're looking at setting up a machine like this, you're talking about thousandths of an inch most of the time, and it's just impossible to do without those 2 things. So I would definitely recommend spending the $60-70 to get a good straight edge and get a really good set of feeler gauges too, because you can use them to set machines up like this perfectly. When I got mine, it wasn't absolutely perfect. It did need a couple of adjustments. I think it took a couple, probably 2 or 3 shims in a couple of different spots to get it absolutely perfect. But it really wasn't a big deal. With big machines like this, they often need a little bit of setup, so just plan on spending a day. Make your adjustments the best you can, tighten everything back down, make a couple of test cuts, and go from there. I had to adjust mine probably 2 or 3 times to get it exactly perfect. But it's really easy to do. The shims you can make out of a piece of aluminum can. It's really easy. Or you can cut a piece of your shim itself and put that in there. Well, I didn't do that. I just used aluminum cans, and it worked great. But like I said, you need those shims and you need a straight edge to set it up perfect. The mobile base part of it comes with the mobile base. If you have a good shop with a nice floor, that's the only mobile base you'll probably ever need. My shop doesn't have a nice floor, and I also wanted to be able to pull it straight out from the wall and then push it back in. This is kind of a setup that's built in where there's 2 wheels on one side and then 2 just pads on the other side, which you kind of then lift up the whole machine, kind of like a wheelbarrow type situation. I didn't want that, so I've just got some cheap Harbor Freight casters and a couple of pieces of plywood, and it's worked great. This machine comes with a plug. Grizzly, I don't understand this part of Grizzly, but some machines don't come with a plug. This one does. This one's a 220. I'm not sure if you can get it in a 120. I had a 220 plug outlet, so I just got the 220 plug version, and it came with a plug. This is a normal old style type joiner. It's got the dovetail rails that kind of push both of the tables up and down. You never really moved the out table, so yeah, I moved it to set it up, but that's the last time I touched it. The infeed table, you can set the depth and it works fine. It just has a small screw to tighten it when you get to the spot you want, and that's pretty much it. It has a safety switch on off, which works great. It's plastic, but it works fine. I like it fine. The fence on the back of the machine also works really well. It's dead perfect 90 degrees, and it's been that way since the day I set it up, and I haven't changed it. It's never moved. So that's really nice. As much as people say, you need to check this every time, how many people actually do that? I definitely don't. So it's really nice that it stayed for at least 6 months, and I don't really foresee it changing anytime soon. Power-wise, this machine has plenty of power. I've never had a problem with it bogging down in anything. It's always worked great, and I have to say that the helical head is a really nice addition. This is the first tool I've ever had it on, and I really do like it a lot. It's not so much the sound. I feel like it's not much quieter than a normal joiner, but the quality of the cut is just great, and you never have tear out or anything. It just works awesome. So that's a great feature. Dust collection also works really well with this machine. Never had any problem with it. It spits some off the top, of course, like all joiners do, but for the most part it works great, and I have no complaints there. So I want to think about my creative design instead of how to make boards flat, or spending all day tediously with a router making boards flat, or with a planer and a sled. There's a reason these machines exist. There's a reason they're in every professional shop. It's because there's no better way to make a board flat. And this machine does a great job of that for a pretty reasonable price when you think about all of the features you're getting. Also, this is a 500 or 600 pound machine. It's a big, heavy professional machine, and it does a great job.